All right, I got a crazy idea for you. Consider this. What you put in your body directly affects how you feel physically and mentally. Crazy, isn't it? Obviously, we know this, or at least we understand it on a logical level. But subconsciously, there seems to be kind of like a disconnect. Perhaps it's social pressure. What will my partner think of me? What will my coworkers think of me? What will my friends think of me? You get it? Humans don't like to be isolated. They like to do things, they like to conform to the group because back in when we were tribes, isolation was bad. You're different, you're out, and you get eaten by lions or dinosaurs or whatever the hell was out there. And this useless primal instinct has kind of gotten us stuck in modern day where there's no danger of being different whatsoever. Obviously, there are countries where, unfortunately, speech isn't free and, being different can get you killed. But chances are, if you're watching this video, you're probably not in one of those countries. But anyway, that's not even on the subject. My point being said is humans love to fit in, and we'll even trade our own happiness for it. Anything for status. The unseen layer of the problem is that we eat junk foods as one of the many ways to distract ourselves from just sitting and being, doing absolutely nothing. Your little ego mind gets, meaning, the voice inside your head gets terrified thinking, if we stop thinking, we're going to stop existing. Don't get me wrong, sometimes that donut is exactly what you need. It's going to feel like the most fulfilling thing ever. It's going to feel like heaven on earth. But more often than not, you're just distracting yourself, pulling your attention away, doing anything you can, manipulating life any way you can to distract yourself from just existing, not trying to change a single thing. But again, that's a whole different topic for another video I want to do another time. Here's an experiment for you. Next time you eat like a pizza or something, or something greasy, something cheesy, something doughy, really feel into your body as you eat it, after you eat it, before you eat it. And chances are you're going to feel bloated, gross, tired. I know I do. But really feel it for yourself and really feel and see, is this even worth it? You might be thinking, oh yeah, that's just a food coma. But I mean, digestion takes a lot of energy, yes. But do you ever think you shouldn't be eating something if it makes you feel like shit? In response to being fed garbage, your body feels like garbage. The key to healthy eating is fully witnessing firsthand how it makes you feel when you eat something. Recognize and really know and learn for yourself that when you eat something heavily processed, you're gonna feel like shit. I mean, it's a lot for the body to pull apart, and you're gonna regret it, chances are. And guess what? That regret is actually denial of enjoyment. You have to also admit to yourself that you actually do like these foods. You have to fully enjoy it without resistance, without guilt, and you have to do it mindfully. Admit to yourself with your whole heart, I love fried foods. I love to eat baked goods. I love chips. I love Oreos, whatever it is. And only when you can admit that can you move on to changing your behaviors. Other than that, you're just going to keep staying in that limbo. You're going to keep falling into the same patterns. And that's that. You're allowed to enjoy what you want. You just have to be 100% honest with yourself that you enjoy it. When you do start to change your behaviors, you can't just go, oh, I'm going to eat only fruits, vegetables, maybe nuts for protein or whatever. But I'm going to do it. I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm going to go cold turkey, and I know I can do this. Because if you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. You have to have a middle path. You have to have a path of structure, but you also have to be lenient with yourself, and you also have to forgive yourself if you do mess up. Remember, we're talking about fuel for your body here. You need to really understand the benefits of eating healthy foods and the benefits of feeling good and not expending all your energy on digestion. That helps and goes a long way when you're trying to find motivation. Man, eating these Brussels sprouts suck. Like, they're disgusting, they're nasty. And over time, guess what? You're going to start liking them. Your gut biome's going to change and you're going to freaking love. I'll tell you, for one, you may think I'm crazy, you may think I'm stupid, but I love Brussels sprouts. And that's just from over time. My body gets accustomed to them. But for me, I really find a desire in nutrition in my food. So when I know something like beets, the taste wise, I don't really love beets, but I know that they're a nutrient powerhouse, and in turn, I love them. You really want to educate yourself on nutritional value of foods, because that's going to make it a hell of a lot easier when, say, you try yellow squash. And I, for one, could care less for yellow squash. It's not really that good, but it's clean, it's easy to digest, and it's got nutrients. So when you educate, you eat this yellow thing, and man, I feel good. You can kind of connect that sensation with the physical seeing of the food, and when you see it, you're going to be like, maybe I do want to eat that. However, the most important thing when it comes to eating healthy is noticing how you feel when you eat healthy. Because if you notice you feel awesome, you feel good, you feel energized, you're going to want to eat more vegetables. It's just, and maybe you won't. Maybe it's going to take time, but over time, as you bear through eating the vegetables and notice that you feel good, you feel energized, eventually your gut biome's going to change, like I said, and you're going to like these foods. You're going to think, hey, maybe this isn't half bad. Maybe I can eat these more often. And then before you know it, you're going to be eating vegetables with every meal. And honestly, certain meats like chicken, clean chicken, I should say, good quality steaks, meats like that, you could have a couple times a week, but you should really be, for dinner, eating primarily vegetables. It's clean, it's easy to digest. You don't want to be digesting a huge steak before bed, obviously. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But again, I'm not trying to say eat this, don't eat that. There's not a right way and a wrong way to eat. The biggest takeaway, the biggest point I'm trying to make here is pay attention to how foods make you feel. If you eat meat every night along with your vegetables and you feel, sluggish, experiment a little bit. Try eating a little less meat. Try eating no meat certain days. Try eating extra meat extra days. I mean, you got to play around. Only you know your body, and everybody's different. So there's no right way and wrong way. You can play around with different food groups weekly, even bi-weekly, honestly. Eliminate dairy. See how that makes you feel. But, I mean, people say, oh, I stopped eating bread for 3 days and it gave me diarrhea or something like that. Your gut biome is used to bread. You need to take it out and you need to allow your stomach to catch up to what you're eating. And you can't just expect it to happen overnight. This isn't something that's going to be effortless and easy. This is something you have to put work in. You may just realize that a certain food group you thought you liked is actually doing you harm, or maybe you might prove me wrong. Maybe, your body did need a certain amount of grains or whatever. I'll say it, I'm not trying to say don't eat this, eat that. I'm saying listen to your body and how you feel. Your body's not going to feel good when you drink soda. Your body's not going to feel good when you eat Sour Patch Kids. It's going to make you feel like shit because it's so processed. It has dyes. It has artificial sugars. Let's be honest here. Pizza tastes good. A fried chicken sandwich. Hell yeah. Cannolis? Sign me up. But they taste good, and that's it. You got to realize over time, these things that taste delicious are meant to taste delicious. But that's it. you're not getting nutrients, you're feeling like garbage, why keep doing it to yourself? The pleasure of eating something delicious is something, like all things, that's temporary. You're gonna have it, and then it's gonna be gone. And then you're gonna feel like shit. And then what do you have? At least when you eat fuel for your body that's good for you, you're gonna feel a lasting effect of energy, a lasting effect of feeling clean. Yeah, they might not taste the greatest initially, but your body gets used to it. And eating is more than just eating something that tastes good. Eating is, like I've mentioned 100 times probably already in this video, it's fuel for your body. It's your complete perception of reality. If you eat, you stuff yourself, you're exhausted, you're tired, you don't want to do anything, you feel lazy, you feel like shit, you get more reactive, you get more unconscious, you go into this kind of autopilot state because your body's trying to process all this shit that you just put into it. I, by no means, am perfect either. I try to consciously choose what I put into my body, but I eat like shit from time to time too. Let's face it, there's only a handful of places when you eat out that you could actually eat something truly healthy. Everywhere is going to have some sort of processed something, some sort of bread something, some sort of cheese something. It's really hard to eat out and eat healthy at the same time. And I'm sure you already know that, but yeah, I'm by no means trying to say that I am, perfect at eating. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than you or anything. I'm just saying from my experience, when I eat healthy, I feel good. Nothing can beat the direct experience of how you feel. And if you eat something and that something makes you feel good, keep eating it. If you eat something and it makes you feel like shit, why are you still eating it? All that's required is you just pay attention to how you feel after you eat something. I don't know about you, but when I eat junk foods, I feel like junk. When I eat vegetables, I feel good. And for me, a really easy way to ensure that I can eat good is I get all my containers and during the week, I pick it usually Sunday. I'll cut all my vegetables up and put them in containers. So during the week, it's just a matter of dumping the container into a pan of hot olive oil, putting my seasonings on or whatever, and it's easy to make it good. But again, it's not something that's going to fall into your hands. You have to put a little bit of effort in. Now, on the topic of putting effort in, you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of work. I'd rather just keep eating whatever I want. And, when I feel like shit, I'm just going to accept the consequences. And while it may seem like you have to put a lot of work in, the trick is, you guessed it, a meditation habit. You have to form a meditation habit. Meditation is the foundation of all habits. If you want to make a lasting change in your life, you have to be mindful. It's just not possible. Eventually, you're going to automatically, and I would say this because I've literally had it happen to me time and time again. We all fail at self-improvement. And the beauty of meditation is you can catch yourself while you're slipping and alter your course and correct yourself. When you're just going on autopilot, say you try a new healthy diet or whatever, and you're good for a week, and then all of a sudden, I can have a cheat meal, and then before you know, I gotta have another cheat meal, this fine, and then you're back in square one. I'm gonna try again next month. I'll say it one more time. Mindfulness is the foundation of all habits. And if you want to live a happy life, a fulfilling life, a well-examined life, you have to learn meditation. And in meditation, there comes a point where the mindfulness comes effortlessly. And then it becomes easy. But don't take it from me. Start a meditation habit yourself. Start paying attention to how foods make you feel. Then will will you understand what I'm talking about. Because I could talk your ear off all day and you're like, fuck this guy's an asshole. But when you start paying attention, you observe, and you're like, holy shit, I feel so much better. I feel great. This is awesome. Meditation will change your life.